Hey you guys, it's Peter, and I'm back. Of course I'm back, I'm not going anywhere. Boost! Peekaboo! I see you because I'm YouTube famous now. Available in the fall of 2022, the album Dad AF. Rock on Gold Dust. Boost! Woman! How are you guys doing today? Happy Saturday. Welcome to my front porch. I have spent a lot of time outside today. My husband and I, we cleaned the front porch today and we cleaned the front walkway. We picked all the weeds. Tomorrow we are going to go get all of our mums. He already has out the little places where we put the mums. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 places for mums. So we're gonna do that. And I was actually getting ready to do a video on my Peter Does Stuff channel about my response to Hocus Pocus 2, which I watched last night. And I just got done vlogging over on my vlog channel. So if you guys don't know, I have a vlog channel where I vlog for, I don't know, 35 minutes to an hour every single day. I vlog out here on the front porch and I just kind of tell stories of my life. And in my vlog today, I was talking about how I was going to try to do some videos in the upcoming week about topics that people have been asking me to talk about on this channel. I've gotten several comments from people in my comment sections asking me to talk about Michaela and her TikTok drama. And I've also had many people ask me to talk about the Try Guys, and they're releasing a statement that Ned is no longer going to be part of the Try Guys. And his allegedly having an affair, and his coming out with a statement, and his wife coming out with a statement, and all of that. So, in all honesty, the reason why I didn't just come out, and I even said in my vlog, I said, you know, it probably would have been smart for me to make videos like the day that this stuff happened. And that was what I typically did back in the day in covering drama, is that I would, the day something happened, I would be like putting up the ring light, you know, and whatever. My husband's actually getting ready to go out to dinner with 2 girlfriends. So he is upstairs with the music blasting, and so I thought, well, you do with what you're given. And I came outside and sat on the front porch. I was actually getting ready to hang this fall wreath over here, which I just picked 2 leaves off of. Hold on a second. I just was coming out here to hang this fall wreath and do my, hello, and do my Hocus Pocus response video. And I thought, you know what, I'm just gonna sit down and I'm gonna talk about this Try Guys situation. In all actuality, the reason why I hadn't made a video about Michaela and about the Try Guys is because they're not really on my radar, and they're not really people that I'm really that interested in. You know, Michaela, and I talked about this in my vlog. If you want to go hear my whole conversation about it, go check out my vlog from today. She's somebody that I didn't really understand her rise to fame on TikTok anyway. Like, it didn't really make sense to me. You know, I would see collaborations that she was doing, or I would see, like, you know, like things that people were saying, and so I would go check out TikToks and I'd just be like, I don't really get it. Like, I don't understand why so many people are in love with this gal, except for that she was just this typical, you know, makeup person that was working at Ulta, and that she rose to fame on social media. And I think that's the, you know, American dream to some degree. With the Try Guys, I have to say, they've probably been a little bit more on my radar because I have watched a video of theirs from time to time through the years. You know, their videos are very highly pushed and suggested by YouTube. I think they are a very family-friendly kind of content. I think they're very family-friendly sponsor content. So, you know, as a business, as a machine, they run very well together. Was I surprised when it came out that one of the members had a consensual affair with somebody in the workplace, and that they ended up kicking him out, or that because of this deep dive investigation that they did, which we're going to talk about in a second. I'm going to read you the article in case you have no idea what I'm talking about, that talks about this from CNN. Was I surprised that they kicked him out of the group? No, I wasn't surprised at all. And there's all of this speculation going on out there, you know, about the fact that it has to be something more than that, you know, that they wouldn't just kick him out for having an affair, because people have affairs all the time and they don't lose their jobs over it. You know, I think when you're talking about a job where your moral reputation directly is in relation to the title of your job, I think it's a little bit different, you know? I think if a minister of a church had an affair with one of his congregation, I don't know that I think that he would be allowed to keep his job, okay? And when you are a member of a family-friendly team on YouTube that is being pushed as a family-friendly channel that is getting sponsorships that are paying you large sums of money based on family-friendly content, where even the wives are involved at sometimes, and the fact that you are bankrolling on this kind of family-friendly content and, you know, all this kind of stuff, and then something happens, I think that it doesn't surprise me that they decided ultimately to get rid of him. Because I think they probably thought to themselves, what are we going to do to save face? Like, do we allow him to just make an apology and keep on working with us? Or do we, because, you know, listen, I think in looking at all of this, it's all kind of like from a PR kind of move kind of thing. What do we do? Do we, you know, save face and we move on just the three of us, or, and he, you know, leaves the group, or do we allow him to apologize and continue to work with us, and then we're going to lose so many fans that are going to have been affected by this? Because when you take a look at the people out there and the fans that have fallen in love with the Try Guys over time, how many of that population have been people that have been cheated on themselves? How many people out there are people that have been betrayed, put through the pain of being cheated on? You know, being cheated on is not just about a one and done. It's not just about, you know, this one time going into like a hotel room kind of thing. I mean, it's the pain, the betrayal, the lying, the playing Nancy Drew and trying to figure out what's going on. And then to have it be on such a public level, because they are huge. I mean, these people are huge, right? And to have their apologies and all of this be on such a huge level, to have to relive all of that pain, betrayal, lying, and deceit all over again, and have everybody have an opinion about it and judging it, that pain that his wife is going through and his kids are going through, you know, do I think that the other three members of the Try Guys are like, okay, there's a lot of fans out here that are going to come for us and they are not going to support us anymore. If we continue to allow him to be aligned with us, it's going to be problematic to our channel, so we've got to get rid of him. I think that's their thorough investigation. So before I go any further, I want to read the article from CNN that kind of concisely says everything that happened on here. It says the Try Guys announced Ned Fulmer is no longer part of the group. And this was from Tuesday, September 22nd was when all this came out. Or 27th, sorry. The Try Guys are going to try being a trio. I think they should try a little harder, honestly. The group, which gained popularity at BuzzFeed for their viral videos and eventually departed to begin producing content through their own company, announced on Tuesday that founding member Ned Fulmer is no longer working with the Try Guys. This is a quote. As a result of a thorough internal review, we do not, I mean, it's almost kind of like, you know, like when you watch these movies like or these TV shows like CSI and they do like, you know, an internal review. It's like, you're a YouTube channel. Like, seriously? Come on now, okay? To all opinions. As a result of a thorough internal review, we do not see a path forward together. And I have to believe that this path forward together means that our channel is going to suffer so greatly if we allow him to continue to stay with us based on any kind of moral belief system that our fans have out there, that we are more concerned about our own well-being and saving face. Hey! And we're more concerned about our own well-being and our saving face than we are the wives and the children, as the statements came out later by Ned Fulmer and his wife, that we have to make sure that we're okay in all of this. Which, I mean, in all honesty, I don't think the other three should be affected. Personally, I don't think the other three should be affected by his actions, you know? Unless they knew about it and they didn't do anything, and then that's a whole other story. As a result of a thorough internal review, we do not see a path forward together, a statement posted to social media said. We thank you for your support as we navigate this change. The statement did not elaborate on the nature of the review. Fulmer, who with Keith Habersberger, Zach Cornfield, and Eugene Lee Yang was a founding member, had been the subject of speculation-filled chatter on Reddit and other social media platforms prior to his ouster regarding allegations of infidelity. In a statement posted to Instagram, Fulmer said he had a consensual workplace relationship. And a lot of people have posted this gal and her picture and all that kind of stuff. Whatever, I'm not going to do all that. I'm sorry for any pain that my actions may have caused to the guys and the fans, but most of all Ariel, his wife. He wrote, "The only thing that matters right now is my marriage and my children, and that's where I am going to focus my attention." Don't you think that's where you probably should have been focusing your attention to begin with? You know, had you been focusing your attention on your marriage and your children further back into the story, this probably would never have happened to begin with, you know? It always kind of does. I love when they come out and they say that, you know, like, this is where we should have been focusing our attention. You should have been focusing your attention there all along, quite frankly, you know? Had you been focusing your attention on your wife, you know, and your children and their well-being, being a public figure as well, on top of all of that, had you been concerned about all of that, this probably would never have happened, you know? I'm just saying, I don't know. But it seems to me by the statements that he and his wife both give that they're going to try to work through this. So let me, before I get to that, I just want to say this. Anyway, or continue with this. In addition to the video series featuring all 4 of the original members, the Try Guys YouTube channel is also home to series featuring individual Try Guys and people in their orbit, including several that featured Fulmer and his wife, Ariel. CNN is misspelling things left and right. Ariel Fulmer also appears in a series called The Try Wives Wine Time alongside other spouses. Attempts by CNN to reach Ned and Ariel Fulmer for further comment, somebody's calling me, spam, have not been returned. On Instagram, Ariel Fulmer released a statement thanking those who had reached out to me, adding, "It means a lot. Nothing is more important to me and Ned than our family, and all we request right now is that you respect our privacy for the sake of our kids," she wrote. Since their departure from BuzzFeed in 2018, the Try Guys have expanded their brand to include a best-selling book, a tour, a documentary, and a show with the Food Network called No Recipe Road Trip with the Try Guys, inspired by their YouTube series of a similar name. CNN has reached out to a representative for the Food Network for comment. The new episode of the series is slated for release on Wednesday. The Food Network, like CNN, is part of Warner Brothers and Discovery. Okay, I want to go in here and read his full statement. Hold on a second. He put a statement up on Instagram, and you can't see it at all, but it says, "Family should have always been my priority, but I lost focus and had a consensual workplace relationship. I'm sorry for any pain that my actions may have caused to the guys and the fans, but most of all, to Ariel. The only thing that matters right now is my marriage and my children, and that's where I'm going to focus my attention." There are 39,000 comments. Let's just read through some of these comments. Ariel did not deserve this. This feels unreal, like the Try Guys were supposed to be untouchable. Ariel, lots of love. I'm so disappointed, man. I can't believe this, Ned. My dude, you put the whole Try family in jeopardy, not just your own. I'm heartbroken for Ariel and the boys. So disappointed. We thought you were better than this, hoping for healing for all involved parties. My heart breaks for Ariel and the kids. They deserve better. How do you dislike a post? Oh my God, of all people as well. Hope Ariel's direction is towards divorce. Ned, I am so mad at you. Ain't no way. I still can't believe this. Ned, I feel sorry. I mean, they are all just like really not good comments. And then I want to read her statement on Netflix. I'm too focused on the Netflix because I was watching all kinds of TV last night. Her statement is, "Thanks to everyone who has reached out to me. It means a lot. Nothing is more important to me and Ned than our family. And all we request right now is that you respect our privacy for the sake of our kids." So basically the statement I read before. And it has 21,000 comments on it. Hearts, all my love goes out to you, Ariel. We love you and stand with you, Ariel. Take care of yourself. We love you. Sending love to you and your kids. So sorry, Queen. We wish you the best. We love you. Sending you all the love, Ariel. Sending love to you. We love you. Take all the time you need. We're here for you. This is so surreal. Sending all the love to you. So she's getting a lot of love and support. And you know, okay, my husband stepped outside to say goodbye before he went to dinner. So I said goodbye to him. Now I'm back. All right. You know, I just feel so horrible for her. I really, really do. You know, I don't know. Do I feel like his putting up a statement on Instagram is enough? I feel like it's a little bit piss poor. You know, I feel like I said before, like, you know, he's talking about like how much he's concerned with his marriage and his wife and his children. Like, why couldn't you have put that thought and that effort into caring so much and loving them so much before, right? Like, was this workplace romance, this affair, Like, was it such, did it bring you so much joy that it was more valuable to you, you know, than your marriage and what you had built with your wife? Like, that's what I don't understand, right? Like, I don't understand that. Like, you know, and I will say this, that this is one of the things I don't understand. And I do want to say this, like, I think in the time that we live, like with the Adam Levines and like the Ned Fulmer's and things like that, I think it's, you know, this idea of, you know, like men are all cheaters and whatever. But, you know, cheating is not gender specific. Let's just be for real. There are, you know, wives and girlfriends that cheat as well, that, you know, put a lot of pain on boyfriends and husbands. That happens. You know, cheating also happens within, you know, gay and lesbian relationships as well. And there's just like pain that happens all the time. And I always wonder, you know, like, was it really worth it? Like, was it worth all of the pain and the deceit and the betrayal and the trust, the breaking of trust that you feel as a person that's been cheated on, that you might be suffering for the next 10 to 20 years or the rest of your life, you know? And even doing some work on that, it's like, it may still bring you a lot of pain. And one of the things that I always am wondering, especially in a situation like this, when the person that he cheated on was a woman that he worked with who was well aware that he was married and had kids as well, right? Like, do you realize you're part of their pain? Are you okay with that? Like, are you okay? Like, did you feel like your short-term needs and desires were more important than his wife and children's needs? How are you okay with that? Like, that doesn't make any sense to me, right? And, you know, that would be the question that I would ask, you know, like, how, I just don't understand how you're okay with that, you know? And I'm not saying that, you know, she doesn't feel horrible or she doesn't feel bad in retrospect and, you know, wants to make things right, and maybe she does. I don't know, right? Like, I haven't heard any statements from her or anything like that, and I don't know anything about her, right? But I'm not just talking about her, I'm talking about in general in situations like this. It's like, you're part of somebody else's pain, you know, when you know that that person exists and you are doing that. So I don't know what I think about all this. Do I think that the Try Guys fired him just because he cheated and that's the right thing to do? No, I don't at all. I think it's a complete PR move, and I almost would have respected them more, you know, if they would have come out and said, I mean, to say internal review, investigation of the world east of the Mississippi, I mean, give me a break, right? If they would have come out and said, we realize the right thing to do is to not continue to go forward with Ned because we cannot align with the decisions that he has made, you know, that we have always on our channel been a family-friendly channel, and this is not family-friendly, and we don't agree with it. So we're going to move forward without Ned, and we wish him and his family the best, and we hope that they can work through this, you know? I know a lot of couples that have gone through 10 times worse stuff and have made it out on the other side and have become stronger, have become 10 times stronger as a result, right? So do I always think that the result has to be divorce? No, you know. Do I think that if she was my friend and she was really considering divorce, I'd say, girl, you better get yourself a good lawyer. You better lawyer up, get yourself a good attorney, and go for the bank, okay? Go for the bank and take care of yourself for the rest of your life. Because he wasn't worried about you in that moment. He wasn't, okay? When he was out there doing consensually whatever he was doing, he wasn't worried about you. So don't you be worried about him when you're taking that money and running, okay, at all. We can worry about you down the road when that money, okay, is paying for the years of therapy that you're going to have to be in to deal with the lack of trust and the betrayal and all that stuff that's been screwed. But right now, we're not going to worry about that, right? But I've also known a lot of couples. I've had so many friends of mine that have been through 10 times worse things than that and have made it out on the other side and are so much stronger by having worked on those issues and, you know, gotten through it. I wish that for anybody. I really do. I don't wish this pain and this misery on anybody out there. You know what I mean? It's such a sad situation. So that's what I think about that. And I don't know. I'm probably late to the game and I'm probably missing so much information. So if there's other things about this story that you guys want me to comment on, let me know in the comment section below. I love you guys and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.